For heat race number 1, to the inside is going to be the 18K of Kyle Castile. To his outside, the 53T of Trenton Dowdy. Starting inside row number 2, the ZOOM of Cody Muth. The 39 of Chris Dostransky lines up to his outside. Inside row number 3 will be the 7T of Tanner Dowdy and the 66 of Jeff Watts to his outside. Caden Murray waves that green flag. Starting inside row number 4, the 92 Don Hall Jr. Dylan Richards in the 24R to his outside. Starting final row, 42C of Scott Santee and the 51 of Dylan Owens. As they go thundering down the back straightaway, give the early lead to Kyle Castile in that 18K machine. 53T of Dowdy hanging on to second as we got a 3-wide battle back there for your 4th spot on back. Castile begins to check out on the field as Jeff Watts looks to the outside of Trenton Dowdy. Give the 2nd spot to Watts. Possibly a little bit of trouble with the 53T of Dowdy, starting to slow the pace a bit. Dylan Richards really making a strong move through the field in that 24R. Right on the back bumper of your leader, Castile. Look out, here comes Jeff Watts in the 66 on the low side through 1 and 2. He's gonna pull that slide job, give the lead to the 66 machine of Jeff Watts. Look out, Dylan Richards also looking to get in on this top 3 battle here on the low side. Castile holds the advantage down the straightaway. Man, these sliders are really starting to shape up through turn 1 and 2. Keep your eyes on that as track conditions continue to change throughout the evening. But right now, it looks like Slide Job City has set up camp in turns 1 and 2 at Eagle Raceway. This time by the flag stand, it's going to be 3 laps to go for the 66 machine of Jeff Watts. Dylan Richards riding in the 2nd spot. Kyle Castile in 3rd. Don Hall Jr. moving through the field in 4th. Excuse me, 7T in 4th, and Don Hall Jr. in 5th. One more lap to go in Valentino's Hobby Stocks heat race number 1. Richards begins to close the door on Watts. Not sure if he's going to have quite enough time as the two both encounter lap traffic down the back straightaway. This time through 3 and through 4. Dylan Richards is going to make a move off of corner number 4. Who's it going to be to the flag stand? Give it to the 24R of Dylan Richards. Jeff Watts hangs on for that 2nd spot. 3rd's going to go to Kyle Castile. And the 7T of Tanner Dowdy will bring home your 4th and final transfer spot.
It's going to be Kirsten Bruce on her outside, the 7S, Nick Shannon. Row number 2 to the inside, the 6 Dan Markham to his outside, the 10C, Fletcher Peterson. Row number 3 is going to be the 69 of Kenny Roberts on his outside, the B4, Ben Beecher. Row number 4 to the inside, the Waterman, 41, Adam Wasserman on his outside, the 46 of Ryan Gillen. Murray Hagen and Kevin Betson going to make up row number 5. Battle for the race lead. So the right rear of the 10C of Fletcher Peterson is flat and falling off, so his night is done. Car around turn 4, it's the 7S of Nick Shannon. Ryan Gillen and the 8 of Murray Hagen get together. Ryan Gillen pulls off the racetrack. That's pretty usual. He was listening. That first 50-50 money was claimed. We're doing a second 50-50, another $250 on the line. Are you throwing out the old tickets and starting new? All right, threw out the old one, so you got to buy new if you guys want to get back in on it.
Holy cow, almost 4 wide through 1 and 2 on this one.
The B4 of Ben Beecher leading over the 42 of Kevin Betson, who started on the final position, the 10th spot when they dropped the green flag.
Is this Betson's first time at Eagle Raceway this year?
This year it is, at least.
Well, he definitely brought a fast 42 hot rod, as it looks like he's trying to challenge for the lead through 1 and 2.
Yeah, that low side in turn 2, still not getting the grip. Dan Markham under fire. 2 laps left to go. Adam Wasserman's gotten by Dan Markham for the 3rd spot. Top 4 moving on, so Markham's still in that final transfer spot. But Markham's going to battle back and try to take the 3rd spot down the backstretch. He'll get it. White flag is out. Final time at the line. Betson's going to get it. No. Scoreboard's got Beecher. Drag race down the backstretch. This is one you get up on your feet for. Eagle Raceway out of turn 4. The 42 of Benson, the B4 of Beecher. Unofficially, Ben Beecher gets the win. Well, I stand corrected. The scoreboard has Ben Beecher, but race officials declared Kevin Betson as your race winner. EagleRaceway.tv. You can get a single night race or pick up the whole season and enjoy all the great action from America's home track. One badass racetrack, Eagle Raceway. Thanks everybody for tuning in. EagleRaceway.tv.
And Caden Murray's going to pull the green flag out on this one. Valentino's Hobby Stock heat race number 3. Tim LaPointe and Troy Dowdy leading this one off down the back straightaway. You can give the early advantage to the 17T. Big trouble on the back stretch. Mike Hansen goes around. And the yellow flag's going to rear its pesky head. All right, this time by, we're going to go back to some green flag racing. The blinking lights are off, getting ready to go solid green for 8 big laps. And spoke too soon.
That start is coming back. Eagle Raceway, get him up, get him up, get him up. Take a drink.
2 in a row. How do we get so lucky?
I think we're going for the world record again.
All right. Well, this is only our 2nd one of the night. Let's see if it's going to stick this time. Much better start going down the front straightaway. Once again, Troy Dowdy with a great advantage off of corner number 2 over LaPointe. Jared Jackson diving low on him in the 98. Not going to work for him that time. Loses a little bit of ground. Look at Mike Hansen slicing and dicing through the field. Already all the way up into the 4th spot. Going to be taking the top 4 out of these heat races for your Hobby Stocks. And we got a dance going on for the lead. Troy Dowdy, Tim LaPointe, Neil Pella, and Mike Hansen currently riding around in your top 4. But the spots can get spicy at any moment. LaPointe tries to go high, does not quite work out for the 18 that time around. Pella has to hit the binders to avoid him. Look at this battle off of corner 4. The 3 and Neil Pella's looking for that 2nd spot, and he's going to have it. Take Mike Hansen right along with him for 3rd. This time by is going to be 3 laps remaining in this Valentino's Hobby Stock Heat Race number 3. He's got it out there on cruise control, race fans. The 17T of Troy Dowdy looking strong in this heat race, hanging on for another one as we've got another battle shaping up for your second spot between Neil Pella and Mike Hansen. Pella's going to shut the door and lick the stamp for that second place spot. Michael Wade making his way up through the field in that 12 machine. Caden Murray's got the white flag in hand one more time around the famed 3rd mile. Michael Wade looking for a bit more from Mike Hansen as they go down 1 and 2, but this is the final time around. If you're going to make a move, you're going to have to make it now. Through 3 and 4, we got a battle for the lead. Little bit of touch. Who's it going to be? Neil Pella or Troy Dowdy? Give the win to the 17T of Troy Dowdy. Neil Pella brings it home in the 2nd spot. Mike Hansen in that 94 machine 3rd. And rounding out your top 4 will be the 12 machine of Michael Wade. And Eagle Raceway, make some noise for your 3rd Valentino's Hobby Stock Heat Race winner, the 17T of Troy Dowdy.
Heat race number 4 in your Hobby Stocks. Kasha Hall and Cole Creco going to make up row number 1. Justin Meyer and Kyle Gannon, row number 2. Kyle Shamp and Clayton Peters, row number 3. Brett Lemke and Dirty Dog Dave Carter, row number 4 with Mike Steyer. And Kasha Hall opting to go to the rear. That moves Meyer, Shamp, and Lemke up a row. Cole Creco is going to lead out of turn number 2. Kyle Gannon, Clayton Peters. Dirty Dog Dave Carter up into that 4th and final transfer. Cole Creco, 2 weeks ago, we were in action. Had some mechanical issues, had a fast car when she was running, but tonight, she's looking good. Leading again, 6 laps, now 5.5 to go as they go down the backstretch. Dave Carter making a move on Clayton Peters for that 3rd spot. He's got it down the backstretch. Oh, trouble. One car a little squirrely into turn 3. That was Kyle Shamp in the 2K. Cole Creco, Kyle Gannon, Dave Carter, Clayton Peters, Brett Lemke. Brett Lemke, the first car on the outside looking in. 4 laps left to go for Cole Creco. Dave Carter's got a hot rod. He's looking underneath Kyle Gannon. Carter started outside row 4. He's up to 3rd, looking for more out of turn 4. Good run down the front stretch. Carter's got him. Dave Carter up into the 2nd spot. Carter running just off the leader's time as he's battling with Kyle Gannon. Gannon gets it back with 2 to go. Cole Creco looking to punch his ticket into tonight's A feature. White flag waves. Dave Carter's got the 2nd spot back. Gannon slips in the 1 and 2. That allows Carter to get away. Now Gannon's going to be under pressure from the 11 of Clayton Peters. Out of turn 4, picking up the win, Cole Creco. Dave Carter in 2nd, Kyle Gannon in 3rd. And 4th is the 11 of Clayton Peters. Once again, James, our top 4 qualifiers for the A feature all came from the outside position.
I'm telling you, Dan, that high line seems to be the way around early in this race program. So he's going to have his work cut out for him through this C feature. Starting inside row number 6, the 13T of Tyler Jackson. It is outside the 92K of Kasha Hall. And starting in your final row will be the 42C of Scott Santee and the 10C of Fletcher Peterson. Caden Murray's got the green flag in hand as they come to you off of corner number 4. Valentino's Hobby Stocks C feature underway. Cody Muth with the early advantage coming off of corner number 2. It's going to be Muth, Jackson on the low side, and Shannon to the high side. Look out. 7C gets a little loose. We got a big pile up on the front straightaway. Cody Muth, Jared Jackson, and Nick Shannon. Shannon kind of got that thing started coming off of corner number 4, and it just turned into a melee on the front straightaway.
Tyler Jackson involved in that late 2. He's going down the front stretch of Eagle, Mini Eagle. Red flag is out, so all cars are ordered to stop as safety officials can attend to the 98 of Jared Jackson. Looks like we're formed up and ready to go again. 10 laps to decide who's moving on to the A feature.
All right, back under green flag conditions. Neil Pella and Krista Stransky, not Neil Pella. Krista Stransky on the low side going to lead this lap at the flag stand, but Justin Meyer has mounted a challenge on the high side. Good tight pack racing around Eagle Raceway for this C feature. Everybody gunning for these spots. Look at the move Kenny Roberts is mounting on the outside. He's going to split the middle. Not quite that time. Thought a little bit better of it as Justin Meyer heads into the lead. Oh, we got one in the spin cycle down at the bottom of turn number 1.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They've all been hilarious. You guys are just a bunch of stick in the muds.
Oh, that's so fun. All right, now that Dan's hilarity is over, let's go ahead and get back to racing action at America's home track. Justin Meyer going to lead him down the front straightaway and into corner 1. Kenny Roberts holding on to that second spot. Mike Steyer hanging on to third. Look at Ryan Gilland moving through the field. Started near the rear of this one, and he is gunning for that transfer spot. Look at him go 3 wide off of corner number 2. Kenny Roberts checking out on the field in that lead position with Meyer in second, Stransky, and Ryan Gilland all the way up to 4th. Dan, how many are we taking out of this one?
4.
Taking 4 out of the C onto the B. We've got racing going on all across the racetrack as Kenny Roberts hanging on to that lead. Ryan Gilland chopped off another one for 3rd. Next time by, going to be 4 to go. We're taking the top 4 out of them. Tyler Jackson mounts a strong charge through 3 and 4. He's looking for that second spot. Give it to Tyler Jackson. Kenny Roberts checking out on the field. Tyler Jackson, Justin Meyer, Ryan Gilland, your top 4. Gilland looking for more. Ducked low for just a moment. He goes back to the high side, trying to get around him. Not going to happen this time by. Kenny Roberts hangs on to your lead. Gilland mounts a low challenge down the front straightaway. Looking to get around Justin Meyer. Two laps to go. Caden Murray waving the rocking chair. Ryan Gilland still battling with Meyer. 3 and 4, as they say, got the white in their eyes. Kenny Roberts, 1 to go in this C feature. Eagle Raceway through turn 3, coming out of 4. Your Valentino's Hobby Stocks C feature is going to go to the 69 of Kenny Roberts. Tyler Jackson in the 13T brings it home in second. Ryan Gillen in third, and Justin Meyer rounding out those top 4 transfer cars.
Hagen on his outside. Brad Schreiner and Kyle Shamp make up row number 4. Row number 5 is our C feature transfers. Kenny Roberts and Tyler Jackson with your 6th and final starting row, the 46 of Ryan Gillen, and the 13M of Justin Meyer. Green flag is out, 10 laps, top 4 moving on. Don Hall Jr. Oh no, hold on to it, Donnie. Back end broke a little loose there in 3. He's able to hold on to it. He'll maintain the lead out of 4. Britt Lemke in second. Tim LaPointe in third. Krista Stransky. Oh, Brad Schreiner goes around in turn 1. Middle of 1 and 2.
Nice job keeping
3
it going,
wide.
Brad.
Middle of 3 and 4, 2 cars hooked together. Trenton Dowdy and Ryan Gillen getting together in 3 and 4. We stay green though. Don Hall, Brett Lemke, Tim LaPointe, and Murray Hagen. That's your top 4. Clayton Peters front end broke loose in 1. Slides up the track in 2, loses a spot to the 13T of Tyler Jackson. Waiting for Data is having a hell of a race. Don Hall now getting a little pressure to the inside from Brett Lemke. Brett Lemke in that 26L. Good run off turn number 2. Car around turn 4. Stuck in the mud on the low side. For those of you watching on EagleRaceway.tv, we got some heavy rains earlier this week. When did that storm roll through? Wednesday night or Tuesday night?
I think it rained about every night in Lincoln.
Stop by the concession stand for an ice-cold Pepsi or Aquafina to quench your thirst. Don't forget to stop by the grab-and-go line serving pizza, pop, water, popcorn, candy, nachos, and it's all located in the East concession stand. Green flag is coming back out. Will you do me a favor? And we need to be reading these reads more often during the breaks. Just keep reminding me. Big wreck on the front stretch. Kirsten Bruce, Ryan Gillen, Brad Schreiner, and Justin Meyer. And red flag is back out. No, because my seltzer's got more alcohol than most of the major brands, beer brands. That's why I feel better about it. Here we go. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8 cars left. Oh, Ryan Gillen's car is going to need a little TLC at the end of the night, but can it make it through the rest of this feature? As we're trying to find the 4 cars that are moving on to the A, right now it's Don Hall, Clayton Peters off the pace. I'm sorry, I think that's Kyle Shamp. That is Kyle Shamp. So Kyle Shamp off the pace, his night is done. And he's pulled to the infield. Don Hall, 5 laps left to go. Brett Lemke, battle is for third. Tyler Jackson, who was a C feature transfer, and Tim LaPointe going at it. Britt Lemke's closed in on Don Hall. But Don Hall holding strong with that race lead, coming to 2 to go. Caden Murray, 2 laps left to go for the old dog, Don Hall. If you look close, you can see that tongue hanging out, as that old boy is wheeling it hard on his retirement tour. Out of turn 4, coming to the white flag, final time. Can Don Hall hold on? And look who's into the final transfer spot, the 46 of Ryan Gilland. Involved in that front stretch accident 8 laps ago, has made his way into the final transfer, coming out of turn number 4, picking up the win, the 92 of Don Hall.
Gary Dominguez pacing the field in the Nebraska Realty pace car. Gonna get the field lined up 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by about 9 or 10 more rows of 2. We're gonna get it lined up 2 by 2, and they're gonna come at you for 18 fast laps. Valentino's Hobby Stocks, a feature getting ready to come your way. They've turned out the yellow lights, nothing but green in the future.
I don't know if they still have that pizza oven going, but I could use a slice of Valentino's pizza right about now to enjoy some hobby stock action.
Go great with this red Gatorade. All right, Caden Murray's got the green flag in hand, and Kyle Castile's gonna lead the field down the front straightaway, keeping them all clean and green through the front stretch. Let's see how we go through corners 1 and 2. Castile's gonna hang on to it, but Crico wants a piece of that on the low side. Through 3 and 4, Crico with the advantage. Can Castile fight back on the outside? No, give the first lap to the 30K.
Tyler Jackson, Troy Dowdy. I looked at Troy Dowdy and I said Tyler Jackson. That's the kind of quality. Oh no, Cole Crico off the pace.
Dang, tough break for that 30K. That's gonna give the spot back to Kyle Castile off of turn number 4, but Kyle Gannon has a strong challenge as well as Dowdy.
And we had a bit of an accordion effect on the front stretch. 6 or 7 cars get together.
Look at the run by Dowdy to the inside of Castile. It's going to be interesting to see what happens through 3 and 4 as Dylan Richards and Kyle Gannon are both coming through the field. Whoa! 3N of Neil Pella gets a little bit loose, hangs on to it. We stay clean and green. 3 wide as you've got a new leader. Dowdy to the race lead. Castile off the pace down the back straightaway.
A little puff of smoke coming out of Troy Dowdy's car, but it doesn't seem to be slowing him down. Dylan Richards now dives to the inside. You've got a new race leader down the backstretch.
Richards gonna hang on to the lead. Benson looking for second from Dowdy. While Kyle Gannon waits in the wings.
Oh no, Dan Markham goes around high side turn 4.
Trouble for the 6 machine. See if he can get it back up and running, I believe.
Flat left front for the 66 of Jeff Watts.
As Dylan Richards hangs on to that race lead, Kevin Benson hanging out in second spot. Actually, Dowdy got back around as Benson looks on the low side. Look at this move by Pella. Pella tried to get around the both of them through 1 and 2. Not quite enough down the back straightaway as Richards continues to lead. 3 wide battle for second between Benson, Dowdy, and Pella. For the time being, give the spot to Benson.
All the while, Dylan Richards.
Nearly to a new zip code.
Yeah, 3 wins so far just at Eagle Raceway. Got about a straightaways advantage over the 42 of Kevin Benson.
Don't blink an eye. Mike Hansen is making his way through the field in that purple and black 94 machine. Oh, Dowdy gets really high there off of 4, and he's going to give that spot to Mike Hansen.
Yeah, Troy Dowdy lost a lot of spots with that one mistake. See if he can regroup and knock a few more off. The 11 of Clayton Peters off the track.
Dylan Richards getting ready to face the lap traffic of Markham as Benson hangs on to second, Pella third, Hansen fourth, Dave Carter rounding out your top 5.
Oh, watch out, Dylan. Having a little bit of an issue with the lap traffic. Yellow is out. We got 4 cars together.
Oh, that popped up rather quickly. That is the 7T. Don Hall Jr. and Tyler Jackson all involved in that accident over there on the high side of corner 1.
I think there's one more.
Oh, yeah. Who's on the low side?
Oh, that's the 17T of Troy Dowdy.
And I think the replacing water with coffee might not have been my best idea tonight.
All right, that advantage for Dylan Richards is gone. The 42 of Kevin Betson right on his back bumper. The 3N of Neil Pella in third, Mike Hansen in fourth. Dirty Dog Dave Carter top 5. Green flag is out.
Richards is going to lead the field back down through turn 1.
Brent Lemke is off the pace, but he's up and going again in turn 1.
Mike Hansen went quickly to the low side to try and hang on to it, thought better of it, and took the high side once again. Benson looking, trying for a way to find around Dylan Richards as we've got almost a 3-wide battle for fourth and trouble for Mike Hansen.
Yeah, him and Dave Carter were doing a little bit of rubbing elbows down the front stretch and into turn 1.
Little bit of creative paint swap, and no paint swap up front as Dylan Richards continues to lead in that 24R machine, leading Kevin Benson, Neil Pella, and is that Ryan Gilland rallying his way back up to 5th? Man, that 46 is on the move.
Yeah, it sure is. Former feature winner here at Eagle Raceway. Picked up the win back on May 14th. Dylan Richards, Kevin Betson, Dave Carter, Neil Pella, Mike Hansen, Ryan Gillen, Michael Wade, Kyle Gannon, and the 41 of Adam Wasserman. Sorry, bud.
No, you're all good. Dylan Richards continues to lead. It looked like Benson may have found something that last lap by. Through 1 and 2, through 3 and 4, there's still about that 2-car length difference as they go down the front straightaway. If you want to do something, the time is coming to do it now with 2 laps to go. Benson looks low. Here we go. You may have a battle for the lead.
Yeah, James, last time by 2/10 faster for Benson. This time 1/10 faster. Richards a little slow into 3. White flag is out. Richards still has it.
Man, I tell you what, that 1/10 may mean something as Benson goes to the low side down the back straightaway. Richards is going to continue to hold the advantage. This time by race fans, who's it going to be? The 24R on the outside, Benson to the low side. Dylan Richards picks up feature win number 4. Kevin Benson brings it home in the 2nd spot. Dirty Dog Dave Carter hangs on to 3rd. And Neil Pella in the 3N machine rounds out your top 4. What a finish for this Valentino's Hobby Stock feature.
Wow, good job for Kevin Betson, giving a challenge to somebody that we haven't seen challenged once he takes the lead in Dylan Richards.